Chiefs Kingdom, we're in a must-win moment here. After falling to the Broncos in Week 11 and now sitting at 5-5, the Kansas City Chiefs host the Indianapolis Colts in Week 12 at home. This game is free of margin. We win and we breathe again for just a little bit. We lose and the window starts closing. Today, we'll cover the latest injury news, key matchups, what the Chiefs must absolutely do, and how this game impacts the AFC and our playoff hunt. So strap in. Let's get to the latest on who's healthy and who's not as of the recording of this episode, because availability in a season like this is everything. So as of today, Xavier Worthy, who did not partner practice Wednesday, upgraded to limited participation today. So our Kingsley Suamataia concussion protocol. He was DNP, did not participate on Wednesday, and he was limited today. Isiah Pacheco with that knee injury there. Originally, he was a full participant on Wednesday, but he was downgraded to limited today on Thursday. His status still remains in question. On the plus side, though, we have George Karlaftis and Charles Omenihu practiced fully today. On the Colts side, Daniel Jones, he's listed as a limited participant in practice as of today. And then a name that Chiefs Kingdom is very familiar with, Charvarius Ward, he returns from IR, which is a big boost for this Indianapolis secondary. Now, what does all this mean for Kansas City? The Chiefs offense has some key question marks: Pacheco's health, Worthy coming back, and Suamataia out for now. The Colts have some questions at QB, but their secondary just got stronger with Ward's return from IR. Now, the advantage shows a slight edge to the Colts in health and stability. That means the Chiefs have to excel in execution to offset this. Now, this game, y'all, is more than just week 12. It's a crossroad. With a record of 5-5 right now, Kansas City is barely holding on to playoff hopes. Barely. The margin for error is razor thin in the AFC, and this game is going to be one of those crossroad games. Indy comes in at 8-2 and jockeying for AFC seeding. Defeating the Chiefs would solidify their top three in the AFC. For Kansas City, win and we keep the pace, and we show that we're still a contender. If we lose, we fall behind the pack, both in the AFC and our own AFC West division. Now, the last time the Chiefs were 5-5 at this point, we went on to a strong run to finish the season. So this team has done it before, and we expect them to do it again. Do they have what it takes, or are they exhausted and just need to wrap up the season? And I don't even want to think about that. Anyway, the bottom line is this is a playoff type game at home, and the Chiefs must treat it as such, with no half measures, no playing messy football. We have to be so disciplined, so focused if we are going to set the tone with this game here. Now, here are the matchups that will decide the outcomes in this game. The Chiefs' offensive line and run game versus the Colts' front seven and their defensive line. With Suamataia out and other offensive linemen banged up, Kansas City's protection and run integrity will be under a lot of stress this week. If the Colts can dominate the line of scrimmage, Mahomes will be under fire, working from a lot of pressure. Now, on the flip side, if Pacheco plays, the Chiefs can lean on the run to ease that pressure. Mahomes and his receiving core versus the Colts secondary. The Chiefs need to get explosive plays happening from the very get-go and throughout the entire game. We got Kelsey, we got Rice, we got Brown, hopefully we got Worthy, we got Hollywood Brown. We got options, y'all. Smith-Schuster. We got lots of options for explosive plays to happen, and I don't want it not to happen here. I didn't even get to mention Tyquan Thornton yet, but yeah, we've got options, and we need some explosive plays. Meanwhile, the Colts secondary is bolstered with Ward's return. So Kansas City has to exploit matchups and not settle for the short game. Okay, we gotta really expand here. Now, the Chiefs defense versus the Colts offense and Daniel Jones. Jones was limited in practice today. However, the Chiefs pressure him, force him off his spot, and make him uncomfortable? That's exactly what we need to do so that Kansas City's defense can seize a big edge here. Now, the Chiefs defense has to make the Colts a one-dimensional team. That is going to be a big part of this. Now, on special teams and situational football wise, when you are hovering at 500 like we are currently, field position, Third down conversions and red zone efficiency become really defining. The Chiefs must win these small battles because these small battles will quickly become big ones when they pile up one on top of the other. Now, the Colts have won their last four meetings with the Chiefs. Yeah, I know. Kansas City's third down conversion rate this season is below expectations. All right, really bad. If we don't improve it here, we'll be playing from behind. And I don't like playing from behind, as most of Chiefs Kingdom does not either. The Chiefs are 5-5 historically. Teams with a 500 record at this point have an uphill climb to playoff seeding. So this game is essentially a half win. The margin of victory for recent Chiefs losses has become one score or fewer, showing this team is close, but execution is lacking. 2024 Chiefs would win those one score games. 2025 Chiefs, yeah, no. So, with Worthy limited and Pacheco questionable, Kansas City's offensive explosiveness is diminished. So, the urgency is even higher here. So, y'all, if I was drawing up the game plan as a diehard fan here, here's how Kansas City wins. Protect Mahomes like our life depends on it, because doesn't it? The offensive line has to step up. I know that we're a little broken, but we have to step up and we have to compensate if we're going to end up missing Suamataia here. And I believe we are going to. Now, run the ball effectively. Okay, we've been a little wishy-washy. As long as Coach Reed has been in place, we've always been a little wishy-washy with the run game. If Pacheco plays, use him. If not, use a committee. We have them. And stay balanced, incredibly balanced, so the Colts defense can't tee off. Now, we have to get some explosive plays really early on as well. We can't sit back and wait for the Colts to do something and then answer. We need to set the tone. Weather the storm, hit the big play, define the tone, control the tempo of this game. Third down consistency, y'all. Convert when we need to and when we have to. All right. Don't let the Colts keep their drives going. So we need that third down consistency on our side, but we also need the defense to stop the Colts on their third down attempts as well. We also need to force turnovers and dominate on special teams. Ooh, Coach Tobe, I don't know what's happening, but special teams, we need to dominate. We need to make Indianapolis one-dimensional, and we have to win those subtle battles. Then also, lastly, we need to finish drives and stay disciplined. No self-inflicted wounds this week, y'all. Penalties kill momentum, and that game last week, there was zero momentum whatsoever. Everywhere I looked, there was a flag thrown. I can't even recall how many penalty yards we amassed, but it was absolutely unnecessary and it was absurd. We should not be playing that type of undisciplined football. We got to control the penalties and we got to control the yards associated with those penalties because that's just absurd. Do all of these things, y'all, and the Chiefs walk out favorites. Fail to do these things, then the slide begins and it's not looking pretty. Now, Chiefs Kingdom, it really is time to rally. We've been here before, 5-5, with people doubting, but we believe. And I believe this team's window is still open, but we need to buy in and we need guts. We need to dig deep. We need to do everything that we can possibly do because if we play clean, if we play disciplined, there isn't anything that tells me that we would not be able to walk away with the win in this game. So, sound off for me. What's your one bold prediction for this game? Who steps up for the Chiefs? And then if you're riding red and gold, make sure you hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for breakdowns and recaps every single week. We are in this together, whether you like it or not. So let's get the win on Sunday. Stay loud, stay proud, and as always, go Chiefs.